Hello, fellow Rockets. I want to officially welcome you to Needham High School. My name is Aaron Seacott. I'm the principal of the building, and honestly, quite proud to be. This is an outstanding place, which I hope you have experienced so far, even through the interview stages, and I know you will really, truly experience as you're getting further and further into the community. So we are thrilled to have you here today. We've got a great group who are joining us. I had the pleasure of getting to know most of you through the process, although some of you, it was going back quite a few months since we had our conversation. Regardless, though, you're in a great spot now. You're in great hands with Allison and Mary Kay. I'm very sorry I can't be there in person. My oldest is heading off to college, so I'm in the process now, as you're watching this, of driving down to Washington, D.C. to drop him off at George Washington. Very excited for that, but sorry that I'm not with you. I do hope that as the year unfolds and you hear me at varying points stress the importance of family and taking care of yourself, that you'll remember this moment where I'm choosing to be with my family instead of in this really important spot with you right now. So I'm hopefully modeling what I hope that you can live in your own lives as the year progresses, because it is so important that you do take care of yourselves. These are exhausting professions. Doesn't matter what your title is, for all of us, being in education is really challenging and tiring, and we've got to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves and taking care of each other through this whole process. I hope you experience that today within your group, and that you're making the choices that you need to make sure that you are bringing your fullest reserves into the building each day, whether it's some routine that you have or making sure that you're carving out that time with your own family or for yourself. Make sure that you're building that in the foundational level, and then putting your students and those interactions and all the work that they're going to draw from you on top of that, not the other way, or you'll end up losing out. Lean on your colleagues tremendously, starting today with those who are right there with you and who you'll meet during the lunchtime, but all the way through the year and in the future years. Ask at any point that you have a question, share your ideas, share your resources, and take those from others. We are all way better at our jobs if we're doing it collaboratively. So that is certainly an expectation, but it's also just smart practice. So make sure that you're leaning on each other, leaning on those around you, and again, asking those questions whenever. Would much rather you feel like you're asking a silly question than not ask an important question. So ask your questions at any point. Safe spaces are always your department offices, your department chairs, your department directors, coming into the grade level office with Allison, with Mary Kay, and with a future AP as yet to be named, as we are looking for an interim in this process, or come down to the principal's office at any point. Any of us are here for you, first and foremost. We do have a great day planned for you today, and it's going to really highlight a lot of what's most essential about Needham High School and the community that we're all now part of. I try to stress some of these same things in the interview stages, so hopefully you'll see a very common thread through all that you're doing, including into the work after today's series of conversations. We want you loving your kids first and foremost. You all are content experts. You're here because you're really good and really knowledgeable, but you're really here because you love kids. You've demonstrated that, and we want that to be what leads all of your thinking, all of your planning, all of your interactions. We've got people in front of us, people who we are entrusted with. We've got to make sure that we're taking great care of them and really getting to know them as individuals, that we're paying particular attention to students who are in historically marginalized groups. And while we recognize that this is a predominantly white environment, don't lose sight of there are many students who come from historically marginalized groups or whose stories do not match the broad category they may be sitting in. Get to know them as individuals. Figure out where their needs are, where their strengths are, where their interests are, and make those connections and build on them throughout the year. I already stressed we want people working collaboratively. I can't emphasize that enough. And we want people who are excited about bringing new ideas into their classrooms and into their office spaces, into their hallways, into this building, wherever it comes to life. Try new things. You will fail at times. That's awesome. Learn from it. Process it, reflect on it, come to an understanding of why you did, and try and do better. Don't be afraid of that failure. This is a safe space to struggle at times, to miss at times, to totally drop the ball at times. We all do it, trust me. Just be honest about it. recognize that, own it, and then let's figure out how do we learn from that, because those learning experiences are, after all, what we're all here for. Don't make the learning just about content, and do not make the learning just a student experience. We are here in the same role, in an important capacity, able to model all that we're expecting of our students. So everything I just stressed about what I want from each of you, hopefully you are bringing that directly into your classrooms and your offices, and you are bringing that same mindset in. We want students working collaboratively. We want students recognizing that everyone's got their own story, and we want to be able to find those stories and connect to them, and we want people trying and being willing to experiment all the way through, up through the superintendency. I'll emphasize that for those of you who know Dan Gutekunst. It's going to be a long year. It's going to come with challenges, some of them natural to starting in a new community. Some of them are going to be COVID related. I promise you we will get through all of them. Not without bumps, not without challenges, but we will get through all of them because we're going to be doing this together. We're going to be doing it transparently, and we're going to be doing it because we've all got this common understanding that we are here for a much deeper purpose, and that's the kids who we get a chance to sit in front of and work with. So don't lose sight of that. And when I lose sight of that, remind me, please. I want to be called out. When you're recognizing that I'm not living up to these expectations that I'm setting forth for you, I hold them to myself as well, and I want to hear from others when I'm getting astray in any way. I want that feedback at any point. So I'm sorry again that I'm not with you. I am so looking forward to connecting with you in your classrooms and throughout the building in the coming days and as we return. And you will see plenty of me. And please, again, stop in at any point. Just say hi again. If you see me in the hallways, the cafeteria, or anywhere else, I want to make sure that I'm that resource for you that I'm striving to be and that I should be in this role. So have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful experience getting to know each other. And I will reconnect with all of you very, very soon. Take care.